Okay. Hello, ladies. Welcome to episode 46, I believe.
Hi.
Okay. I think we have another, maybe somewhat packed episode. So let's just trickle. I think I had a gist, but then I forgot the gist. Anyway, hi, I am Olori.
I'm Eka.
Hello, I'm Effie.
Does anybody have a gist? I feel like I had a gist, but I'm really blanking
My
out on
gist.
this.
Okay, let me start my gist because I mean, anyways, please, people that are getting married, I beg, please don't piss me off. I'll come and buy a Shwebi. You people will come and break marriage after less than
After
a year.
3 months,
What's like? What's
sister,
that? Like,
what
seriously,
happened to
check
that
yourself.
thing?
It's
It's
so
so
annoying.
annoying. Uh-uh.
Who will
Can you
come for
Please,
your
imagine?
wedding? Waste
who
money.
No.
are you trying to shade on code? Just so that
Uh,
I'm trying
it's
to get that.
annoying.
Well, a very popular MUA and a very well, not very popular, but an okay actor.
Like
Sha. I don't know
the
what his
the
names.
shade is too much.
Allegedly.
The shade is too much.
But
The shade is
please,
too
this
much.
this very popular two people now.
Yeah.
When did they get married? It was 2020, right?
Yeah, less
Yeah.
than a I don't
Summer
think it's up.
2020, I believe.
No, well,
Hey, now wow, this kind
Or I
it's
think they did
ridiculous.
tried. I think they did tried maybe in 2019, but then maybe I think COVID was what delayed their 2020 final leg, if that will.
I don't
okay.
understand.
And then
Like,
after this whole hula la, we
as
are in
in,
2021
and it's
and
over.
it's over. I pray
It's
those
over.
rumors are false, so because it's so annoying.
I pray so. I
But on the
do,
flip
because
side, like even this married thing, though, do you really ever know your your spouse? I mean,
yeah,
I'm not saying that
but
there are not ways that you can avoid, some of these
mm,
issues, but oof, I don't know.
it's too
Sorry, if
short.
you were about okay. You're like 1 year is too short to just throw in
No,
the
Yeah,
it
it's too
towel.
short.
is. It
It's
makes
too
you
short.
wonder. It makes you wonder whether you were, because I would believe that there were signs for those things that you
Yeah, you
test
ignore them.
completely. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, how long did they date for? That is why I subscribe to
Yeah,
at least dating for at least 1 year. No
Mm.
texting.
minimum 1 year. Honestly, if you want to get
Minimum,
married,
yeah,
minimum
minimum.
like.
Because
uh, Because many things come out. I don't know for some weird reason that 1 year, many things shall come out there, but more will still come
mm,
out. But the basic stuff that you can like those things, the red signs, the deep ones, they come out in
and
that one
let it
year.
not be 1 year long distance. So because that one
Exactly.
now,
You're
uh,
constantly kind of in the person's skinny.
I don't know. Me, I just believe me, I'll be very upset if I come for your wedding and then 3 months
I'm telling
later,
you.
Haba,
Uh,
hey,
Please, I do support that. Please break up whenever you want to break up a bit before we're not gonna do domestic violence or mental health kiniko.
oh
Please.
God.
Anyway, let's take Invictus. So
Hmm.
Invictus Obi, who was once on the Forbes 30 under 30 in Africa list, who was I guess the CEO of Invictus Group.
hmm,
I don't know what the
Yeah.
group was really known for. I think they were
Honestly.
into IT, some tech
yes,
IT work, right? And last year or the year or mid late 2019, he was arrested by the US government on fraud charges,
hmm,
and he was just sentenced this past week to 10 years in prison. I
Mm-hmm.
think the case that hooked his throat was an $11 million scam
hmm,
of a US company. I think something along the lines of they send maybe the CEO an email to click a link, and once you click
Mm.
that link, they get access to something, or they may you may think they're dealing with a known customer, but they've
Mm.
switched the bank account information, so you're not paying to their bank account versus the um customer's bank account. So things like so that those are the kind of scams that they run to kind of take advantage of, because
Yeah.
tech can only do so much. It's always a human weakness. So anyway, $11 million is what is on the ground, and so he is 33 right now, and so
yep.
will be 43 when he gets out, if he doesn't get like an early pardon or early release for good behavior, whatever the case may be. Do you think this is enough deterrence given the way he stood? Because to me, I'm thinking $11 million. I didn't read of the fine, or in reading because I did a quick read. If there was a fine, it didn't seem like it was to the amount of this 11 million dollars.
Yeah.
So what were they able? So basically, I think my thing is how much of this 1 million of this 11 million has he been able to retain? right?
Yeah.
And I'm guessing this is not his first scam too. So how many has he been able to, or how much has he been able to retain of this $11 million, right? And if you get out at 43, aren't you just still young enough to live
Yeah.
to live your life, right? So it is a deterrent where you can say, you know, this is how you made your like this is how you made your money. You went to jail, you're out, you now have the money, life goes
Can I
on.
just say, like I always say, it depends on your lawyer. Maybe he had a very good lawyer. Because I was reading online and they said the judge said he will undergo mental kidney for
Ah.
fraudulent mental. I'm like, no, it is inborn. There's
There's no mental health.
like, so I'm sure probably his lawyer was the person that got, because 10 years is too little. People typically get more than that.
He was
So I
facing
don't know.
20.
Yeah.
Yeah, so his lawyer did a great job. That's just all I can say. So that's just it. He's
By the
lucky.
way, Invictus Group deals with investment management,
What does
property
that mean? Okay.
development, oil and gas, farming and
Wow.
agriculture, investments,
Wow.
renewable energy and
It brings me to
Wow.
one guy. There's this guy. I'm sure people know. I don't want to say his name. Or
Hey,
I think
there was
I
no,
think
who
I
I'm
house.
think
thinking
I think
of.
I know who you're going. I think I know who you're
Does the
going
name
to.
start? Does the name start with
Yes.
S? Ah, yeah. With the word so.
I need to say because that guy today
Oh,
Dubai, tomorrow Banana Island, tomorrow this one.
uh,
That guy is suspect.
hmm. We're waiting.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it's my only fear or concern is that I don't know what I was expecting, but if I'm a youth
Yeah.
that has crime in mind, right?
Mm.
One thing
This
is,
is not. It's not enough.
yeah,
Like
the first thing is like, what is the likelihood that I will get caught? That's the first question,
yeah,
right? And it doesn't seem like it's almost like a 50-50 or even 60-40 chance. Do you get what I'm
yeah,
saying? So that is enough, that risk maybe worth the while,
mm-hmm.
right? For you. Now, when you are caught, if it's now, 10 years and you can come out, maybe if you start your Yahoo early at 25, right? And they catch you then, by 35, you're out. And if you're able
Yeah,
to hide most of your stolen funds,
money.
your life
Yeah,
is still ahead of you. You will have a society wedding
yeah.
when you come out. And so
Mm.
it's almost like the bandits that we want to rehabilitate or give amnesty. Like we don't like. How can you go someone that has gotten 5 million per kidnap for a 2 hours job? How do you how do you integrate them into
Yeah,
an economy where 100K 150K salary is actually a decent entry level
yeah,
pay? And that's you that want to get a BSc. That's BSc holder. So I mean,
yeah.
I don't really know, but I guess hopefully this is some deterrent, but I just don't feel like it would discourage
And that's
a
the
hardened
thing.
criminal.
As long as there are yeah, I mean that's the problem with the world again. As long as you have money, you can get away from, like, you can,
Bam.
your sentence can be cut by half. You just need money to hire the right people. You might even be wrong and still, even there are people that even get shorter terms depending on
Yeah.
what deal they have with whoever is prosecuting them. So it's just, and it's like a cycle. So if people see things like this and it's like, okay, if I have money, man, I won't go to jail for the rest of my life. Oh yeah, let's be duping people anyhow and be doing rubbish. So it's just, I don't think there's any, unfortunately, nothing is going to stop people from doing bad things, especially when they have the money to pay their way out of it. So,
In fact, let me touch on Uncle Hosh. So
We've not. Is it
I've
still
been
pending? By the way,
it's still
the
pending, but I've been doing some watching about the North Korean government, and the US alleges that the government sponsors hackers to steal
mm,
money from banks or cryptocurrency, right?
yeah.
To fund their regime, if you will.
Mhm.
And so recently, like this week or the last week, there was some news from the US that they put three pictures of three North Korean hackers. They're part of the North Korean military, that they
Yeah.
hacked into some company either in Miami or Florida and stole, I think it was over 1 million or even over 10 million in cryptocurrency from that
Mm.
country. Now, in the documentary that I watched, they were like, even before this US one, that they had robbed a bank in Malta through
Mhm.
online stuff, right? And now this week it came out that part of Hush Puppy's charges is that he was the money launderer for the heist of the bank in Malta. for the North Koreans. So that gives you an idea of the level that Hush was playing in. It wasn't doing all
Yeah.
this lovers scam kiddie. He is the
Okay.
for a government because apparently what happened was that there's a guy in Canada that was maybe the main contractor of the money
Mm,
laundering for the North Koreans from this motor bank heist, and then he was now
Yeah.
subcontracted.
subcontracted.
Yes,
Wow.
so when they caught the Canada guy, I think is how he now linked Hush there. So I say all this to say that Hush is not a small time player. So we've heard that that was almost 400 million is what he had moved or whatever in his career of crime or alleged crime. So I say that to say that if you now give Hush 10 years and he's been able to stash
Yeah.
most of that 400 million dollars, have you really punished him?
That's the
Have you really
thing.
punished him?
Exactly.
Because
And a lot,
his lawyer is going to be very good. It's not going to be
yes.
third and bail.
Yeah.
And a lot of these
Yeah.
people, they already know. That is why most of these criminals will not snitch, because it's like, I'm going there, I will
Yeah.
take one for the team and come out, and we continue, we move on. Do you understand? It's not
Exactly.
it's not a deterrent, because a lot of the time self, they see it as the risk of the job.
Yeah,
And most times they come out even richer than the ones that are legitimately working hard.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That is the problem.
Hmm.
Eh? The only thing that will happen is that you'll be publicly disgraced, which is what happens.
Not in
But public,
And
Nigeria.
once you have
yeah,
money,
most
Sis.
times, all of you can just move from Dubai now, come back to Nigeria, and he'll be hailed as a king. We've seen that many times
he will
with
even be a
We
governor of a
Mofa,
thank
Abi
you.
state.
Thank
Mofa.
you. Contest for election and win.
James
Contest.
Dibori was arrested in the United Kingdom. He went back to
As
Nigeria. They
in,
hailed him. So we don't know, because I don't know. I don't know. It's
That's
such
it.
such a shame. But it's me my own, even with this thing, Victor Subi's case, is that, and people were tapping into him, as they call him, of Forbes, under 30 in 30, I mean, what they call it. And all
ah,
only for us to see this, like, so does that mean that, my own question is, did he just enter it, or was this Invictus group
it's
just
been there.
run?
And Olori said something. Oh, that time that Forbes list came out, because there's somebody we know on that list,
Yep.
and we're like,
I
ah,
was.
Yes,
when did
Hey,
this person
he
Effie,
start?
said it.
you're blessed. You are blessed for
Yes,
that.
Said it. He was
yes,
like,
yes.
this list is not.
It's a
Couldn't
bit.
even say it.
It's like a Nigerian list where they pay somebody to.
Elites. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Friends. 'Cause
Hey.
I'm like, what is the basis of this list number one? There are many
Yeah.
other Nigerians that were doing not to break
Yeah.
anybody's thing, but there are many other Nigerians that were doing even like these pasta guys. They didn't make that list.
Yeah. They
So
didn't make it. They
Yes.
so
didn't make
what's really
it.
happening? Even the Iroko,
So many
maybe Iroko guy
enterprising
made it,
people.
but yeah, but like, so what is the basis of this
No,
list? And then
maybe Rocco
also
guy was not 30. It was not under 30.
30 fair,
Yeah.
but also this Forbes list, right? So the typical Forbes that I know, right? I mean the abroad branch, they
Mm,
they typically omit political leaders from the list of most
Yes.
because of the fear that their money wasn't made
Legally.
legally.
yeah.
So that means you people undergo some checks and balances on who you put on this list to verify their income source. So how come that didn't happen
Yeah.
in the Africa list?
Yeah. I heard
What
they
was
don't
missing
take
to
it like the
resume?
The African side is not. They don't really do their research. So it's just like, oh, I know this person. Let's put the person there. Because there was also something that happened with, I think it was This Day, their fashion stuff, and
Hmm.
they gave the prize to a guy that apparently was already an established designer, and people were like, but we have so many. Like basically, the list was, with all due respect, there's someone we also know that went to school with that is saying rubbish, and she was part of the top,
Ah,
as in she was part of the enlisted, and this was a huge thing. I think on Twitter, and people were calling them out like, This Day you only pick your friends, because this particular girl that we went to school with, I mean, I don't know what this girl is doing, and I know nobody buys, like, I know that's
This
not where
shade is
she's
too
in.
much. This
So
shade is
it's
too
the
much.
like,
shade
This
is
shade
too
is too
it's
much.
much.
Oh, the shade is too
This
much.
shade is too much.
it was kind of like the same. I think it's the same thing with the Forbes list. So it's just, I think they have an agent. So that agent just says, okay, I'll pick this person, pick that person. So they don't even do any research to find. So they just pick their friends or whoever pays them. It's the same thing. Somebody also told me, I think, what's this guy's name? The one Chudi and this guy. They told me that people also pay for that one.
Future,
So I
yeah,
guess
the Future Africa,
yeah.
yeah.
So I
Oh
guess that one.
yes, that
So all
one. Yeah.
these lists, like man, just do like people should stop tapping into rubbish. That's just my thing. Just if you can't see it, I beg you. I mean, inspire yourself.
But you know what breaks my heart is that like even these organizations, whether it's Future Africa or Forbes Africa, that is meant to validate, real
That's the
success
thing. They're
for us,
not.
it seems like it's still man oh man. It's still
Yeah,
who is in our
man, oh
friend
man.
list. And that to me
Yeah,
defeats the purpose that they are trying to establish, which is that
yeah.
somebody from nothing can make something. Do you get what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Exactly.
So I don't know,
I mean,
but yeah.
it's
Anyway,
such a
let's truck over to Big Church.
bang da dang.
Big Church in the building. Oh, okay. So this week, Tonto Dike's ex-husband, Churchill Olakunle, I think is his name.
Yeah, that's Obasanjo's
Yes.
son, actually.
I don't, yeah,
Is it proven
I
in the
think
court of
Tonto had
law?
come out to debunk that maybe it's a brother of I think she even called his father the security guard.
Ghana.
Yeah,
Hey
the
God,
guard
Tonto Dike's
of
mouth is bad, sha.
Obasanjo's is it farm or something that
But
but that they were close, but the father was close to OPJ, so that how the sonship
God.
came out. So let's just that's that yeah. Anyway, so she had claimed at the time of her divorce that her husband's PA at the time, Rosalind Mura, was
Hmm.
his side chick, basically, and that he was spending family money on her and abandoning his family and spending time with her. And when that just came out, of course, the guy said it's a lie. Nothing of such happened. And
Mm-hmm.
then Rosalind even said, "Oh, but he's like a bro to me." So, nothing,
Sunny
romantic
air, bro.
happened.
Who is your bro?
Oh,
Mm.
so now a couple of years down the line, it came out this week, or I think last week, Valentine's week, Sha, that in wishing her a happy birthday, that she is now his wife. And
Hmm.
apparently they've been married for over a year. We are just finding out now.
Yeah.
So everybody, I think a lot of Nollywood or celebrity turned against
Hmm.
her. Like, why you married
Yeah.
your friend's husband? As it so, but to me, I had a different view. But let me hear what you guys think about the whole thing.
My own thing, the first thing I will say, is that from Tonto Dike's mouth on Churchill, my own question is like because from what Tonto Dike has told us about Churchill, and from
As
what we
in,
have seen about Churchill, my question, and that is why I'll keep quiet first and allow Ife and you, Lori, to share your ideas, is why are we even budging? Why are women budging their head on this guy?
as
Why?
in, this guy is
No,
not a
Why?
but
catch.
40 seconds deserves love too, though. Like,
Yeah,
what's the
right.
problem? Like, 40 seconds deserves love.
Well, well,
God. Oh,
yeah.
well.
That's all I can say, first of all, before I
Anyways,
even
me,
enter this friendship or brotherhood, I be sisterhood that they were doing.
that's how it starts. So it's my brother. From there, we enter another room. Anyways, my thing is Tonto. I feel like unfortunately, Churchill was Tonto's karma because there was a time Tonto was just going mad. I don't know what happened to her, Sha, but before she married Churchill, like she was crazy. She was fighting with everybody. We had Tonto broke bottle. Tonto did this one. So I feel like maybe she thought, unfortunately, she had met the ex-president's son. So it's like my problems. God has answered my prayer. I should not know that it was Wahala that was coming. So I have to say that nobody is innocent in all of this. Tonto is not innocent. Churchill is not. Now I feel like Rosie might be maybe she's even the victim here. Somehow that's how me.
Yeah.
I feel like because it's possible, like as much as she's saying he's like a brother to me, I don't think because even when I saw one video she did where she was like that, oh, is it possible that Churchill was attracted to me? And she was like, I don't know, but personally I wasn't attracted to him or Kiniko. So
Yeah.
it's possible that he hired her or whatever to work, and he probably had because I mean we've seen this where men use their workers, and I think there was even a bill that I think Nigerian Senate was trying to pass on sexual harassment or whatever. But basically, they hire women because they want to sleep with them. So it's possible that's why he hired this girl, and this girl just came
No,
in
but
and
she said
'cause
she debunked that and said she was never his worker. Oh.
Oh, is that what she said? She said she worked
Uh,
with his foundation. No, Abby.
Yeah,
She
oh,
never
that he did.
worked.
Yeah, that
okay.
there was some that she wasn't his PA,
Personal,
but
okay.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
but they worked
He
together.
works with the foundation, yeah. So
Okay.
it's like I feel like in all of this, like I think it's possible that she had that relationship with him. Now whether he had it with her, she already said it that she doesn't know. But somehow eventually they got close. And this guy is alleged to be I don't want to say what he does, but what he does is not even clear because this is your foundation. I mean, on the
Yeah.
streets, people know him as a Yahoo boy. So which I
That's why
think
I say
that's
you
what
didn't
he
want to
does.
say
Alleged, please, thanks.
Alleged, please. Oh, nobody should sue us. I beg. Obasanjo, sorry. But anyways, he's alleged to be a boy. But my thing is, Tone to DK. I'm happy that she hasn't replied. So I think she has. Hopefully, we hope she has grown because she was really pained that time that it happened. But my thing is, I feel like people are attacking Rosie, and I think Rosie should have just kept quiet. Like,
Yeah,
maybe
she
make a statement
did.
and keep quiet because she's putting herself. She'd have just said something and just kept quiet. But now people are just attacking her. And unfortunately, it is Churchill that we should be attacking here, not Rosie. And
Exactly.
Tonto has already removed herself from it. So for me, it's just like the guy that is even the guy in question, like I said before, is not even a catch. So I don't even know why Rosie would even. Well, I don't know. Women in love. Well, that's all I would say, Shaya, because this guy is not even it at all. So
so I
No,
have
but
like
we
a
don't
few.
know. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can I just say, for to debunk my initial talk, I don't know. Maybe he's a catch. Maybe there are some things I see. I don't know Churchill personally, so I cannot say. Neither do I know Rosie personally to know what she likes. So
but what
maybe
I'm
she
saying he's not
likes
a
this
catch, eh?
type.
But what I'm saying he's not a
No,
catch is because
if you do not know, there are different catches. So you experienced Churchill? You don't
oh
know.
god.
Big church. Okay, so please, I have a few unpopular opinions about this. So let me just go with that. The
Maybe he's called Big Church for a reason. Interesting.
but Tonto did not
Please
verify
allow
that
Olori
claim.
talk, I
Yeah.
beg.
So I think it's a few things for me. I think where Rosalie maybe went left was in continuing to defend her position, right?
Hmm.
But then again, if you don't defend yourself, then people create their stories
Rumors.
about you. So that was my first thing. My second thing that I was gonna say is that I think because my sister was saying this that maybe as a woman, your intuition, you can maybe nothing has happened that you can catch
Mm-hmm.
them on yet, but you've
Yeah.
picked up on something unusual about their relationship, right? So
Mm.
even they may not, they may still be forming that, oh, we're just friends and they haven't done anything to cross that line, but you are
Mm.
seeing something that looks like it's about to
Yeah.
spark up. So maybe the guy was cheating with other people,
Exactly.
right? And then once you were able to sense from him and this girl, you know, in your mind, you have put two and two together. So you're not of that he's cheating on you, but maybe you're on the wrong girl, if that makes sense. So I
Mm.
think so I think her intuition was probably right, but maybe there wasn't a court at the time that she was claiming that there was a court.
Yeah.
If that makes
Mm-hmm.
sense. So that why I feel like Rosie may be again the victim in this. Now the idea
Exactly.
of now, and this is my very unpopular opinion, but it's my opinion anyway. The idea that 'cause many people that are coming for her on the basis of, oh, it was your friend's husband, it was your colleague's
They were not
husband.
friends now.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Tonto. Even I watched one of the interview for that. I think Tonto's first interview with Azuka, I think, where she was like, "I
Mm.
don't know her. I've never met her." Right.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
many of the people that are trying to defend Tonto now coming on this, she was your friend, but she's like, they
Friend.
never
Yeah.
had
They were
that
never
friendship.
friends.
But to me, I will go a step further and say this: even if they were friends, and this is my popular opinion, please don't kill me for it. But I don't
We
think
will kill
that,
you for it, too. Mm.
let me just land. I don't think that anybody, and even if I was the person, like even if I was, the main chick at first, right? I don't think that anybody has the right to hold on to anybody indefinitely, right? So if me and somebody were dating and we go our separate ways,
Mm.
I don't think that there's anything. I don't think it's the end of the world for my friend to date the same person.
No, he can date
Now,
anybody, but don't date my friend, though. No, me,
no,
I won't
as
take
in,
it.
let me land on my own opinion now.
Ah,
To
Queen, that
me,
no.
wow. So, because again, to me, and this is where how I look at it, right? What is the basis of me holding on to this guy that I'm now saying is an ex for my friend? Like, to me, I can't. I can't put a reason behind it other than my own ego. So what I may do is, if it really is uncomfortable for me, because some exes, you're like, you know what, it was never meant to be. I don't even care who you're, who you're with, and
Mm,
you can easily disconnect. Some exes
mm,
are, there's still some lingering, beef or whatever the case may be. If it's that kind of a one, to me, I think I would just separate myself from two of you, but I
yeah.
will not demonize the friend, because I don't see the, like, I don't get the basis under which I'm going to say don't date him. Like, I'm not dating him. So like,
But
and that's where,
remember,
like, I'm not. Yeah, that's my unpopular opinion. Sorry.
okay, that's if they were even friends, but we know they were not friends. But I'm saying in
Yeah,
this friends dating ex Kiniko one, me, I think normally when people break up, there's a reason. So if I see my friend with an ex, like anytime I see her dating somebody that I dated, I will always remember whatever it is that caused our breakup, and also like I'll be like, why is she with this guy? She gets, because I know it's not my fault.
but
So
men
that's just
change for who they want to change for too, though.
that's true.
Also,
That's
right?
true.
So
That's
for
true.
whatever reason, and sometimes they even say that the reason why the man is good for the next girl is because they
Yeah.
realize that they messed up with you. So they are trying to
Yeah.
avoid another mess up. So
Messed
for
up.
whatever reason, he may be a different man with her. So he may not have the same traits, if you will, that he had that led to you post breakup.
Hmm. Interesting.
Please, oh, let me just come in here. I've been keeping quiet and absorbing this thing. Let nobody come and carry somebody that was no you, Olori and Ife, you guys girls are my girls, yeah? And then next minute, yeah, I now see you with an ex of mine. That wetin happen, and
As
for
in,
the no, do you understand? It's going to cause problem,
it
especially
will.
for the fact that the issue is either you are friending my ex based on the fact that our relationship is going to end. If not,
Exactly.
if not, then
We can't be
it
friends.
can cause a rocky road simply
Yeah.
because three of us are standing in one room. You know that this
At
guy
some point.
has done this one and is doing this one now. I'm not saying that we cannot coexist, especially if it was a situation where I knew that me as the ex female, I knew that me and this guy self were not even that serious. I was not serious about him or anything.
Yeah.
But if it ended in a way that he hurts me, and you were my friend, as in my friend, that you
Yeah.
knew how hurt I was by this thing, and then the next year now I'm seeing, come on, how
No,
far
that's
you,
what I'm saying. It's not possible
it's a
now. Ah.
bit it's a bit of
but
a
but what I'm
funny
saying
one.
is that, like, to me, I'm not saying that the friendship is going to be preserved. Like, to me, I'm not. To me, I'm focusing on me as the ex female,
Okay, the
right?
ex-friend.
What
Uh-huh.
I'm no, not the ex. So like, you are
You're
dating
the
my,
ex, yes,
yeah, yeah, you're dating my ex boyfriend now, right?
yes,
What I'm
yes.
saying is that if you come and ask me, Olori, can I date this guy? There is no reason that I have to tell you
Okay,
no.
if you come and ask,
Yeah,
oh,
no, no,
not the one
or
that's
even if
behind my back,
no, but
so
even if
that
you
I'll be.
sneak, as long as
Mm.
you weren't the cause of
How
the
do I
breakup,
know now?
right?
How do I know that
No,
you were not the
but
cause? Because
so I'm assuming that your own question is clear, that you didn't cause the breakup, right? What
hmm,
I'm saying is that I cannot, as in, if I'm going to badmouth you, it's out of me being hot, not because I have
yeah,
a basis to say
For
don't
me,
do it.
oh, for
But
me personally,
I would say this, that I agree, is that you can't do that and hope the friendship stays the same.
that is
Yeah,
the
as in,
yeah,
you are doing that with you knowing that this is the love of my life and I'm willing to damn
yes,
all consequences, right?
exactly.
mm,
Which means that me and you, because I may not be able to, because as we were saying, right? Maybe he was a douchebag to me. Now
Yes,
yeah,
for you, he's now Prince Charming. It may be hard
yeah.
for me to see that. So I would remove myself from you
the
people's
situation,
thing. So
exactly.
I'm not saying that that we'll stay best friends depending on how things go. But I'm saying
Mm.
that I cannot stop you, or I will not now, start going on a campaign.
Well,
You
nobody
get
will go
what
on a
I'm
campaign
trying.
now. It's just like my friend should not date my ex. Now, my own thing is if I know the ex boyfriend was just, or if I know that we're not compatible, and my friend says she wants to date him, man, at your own risk. That's what I will tell you. Like, good luck, but I will be friends though. But if I know that, because sometimes you break up for different reasons. It can be we're not compatible. Maybe we don't agree on things. But most times it's heartbreak. Like, oh, this guy didn't treat me the way eventually, and then I left. So it depends if I'm breaking up or if we broke up because we're not compatible and my friend wants to date him. I won't give you the detail because I want you to experience it, but I'll just tell you straight up, yeah.
It's a why so wicked.
No, but it
Yes,
depends because
now.
as I said, sometimes is they'll now use you to settle fight that they are trying to spoil their new
Well, it's
relationship.
true, Abby. It's better to keep quiet.
Yes, I'll
Mm.
give you the basic stuff, but I won't tell you like the deep thing. So I mean,
Mm.
maybe it's something you can cope with, but me, I know I didn't cope with it because I don't want to be the one that will have stop you from meeting your
Spoil
soulmates
your
or whatever.
mind. Uh-huh.
Yeah, but like if it was a bad breakup, then no, my friend cannot date my ex. Sure. Like if it
But to
wasn't a
me, I'm sorry. I'll let you finish.
no, I finished.
No, because I was gonna say that even this idea of disclosing why you left, I feel like I don't know that I owe you that except you come and act. Okay, sis, I know the guy was your ex, so we're really hitting things up, and I know that this
Tell
may be
me
a gray
about it.
area, but like, why did you
Um,
guys
For
divorce
me,
or
if
break
you're
up or
my
whatever?
if you're my close friend, and I know because I feel like if you have friends, you know what they can take and what they can't take. So if
Mm-hmm.
it's
Mm.
something I took and you're my friend and I know you wouldn't, you don't need to ask me. I'll tell you so that you just know. Like at least I know I warned you, and because you can come and say, "Oh, Fa, why didn't you tell me this?" So I feel like if you're my friend and I know that maybe I know that you're somebody who falls in love hard, and I know that this guy is a player, I'm going to tell you so that
Mm.
you won't even try to go in at all. But if it's something different, like, oh, maybe he's not a good spender, and I know that you don't really care about money, then I won't talk because I know that you'll be fine with
Yeah.
him. But I like money like a mad person, so I left. So it depends. Like if it's something I know would really hurt you, then I will give you that information before you even attempt to fall in love.
I think it depends on how the relationship was with you and your ex, and how your relationship is with your friend, and how to what extent the
Exactly.
friend is. If I have a friend that is as close to me as a sister, then
Mm,
you're treading on thin waters, because I will be very upset that I have to lose. I understand that you don't choose where you find love, but then
mm,
I will be very upset that you were involved in my life, obviously, when this person was dating me, and or when
yeah,
we were dating, and then I don't want to lose that friendship with you. And now I have to lose it because of this same guy that I don't that even hurts me, it's very
yeah,
hard to come to terms with. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. It happens, and people come to terms with it, and people coexist. But I
mm,
think it was in the last episode we were talking about it, when exes hoover around each other, the
yeah,
possibilities of just entering a friends with benefits or entering that kind
yeah.
jam is always so easy,
Okafor's
because
low.
you've done exactly, because you've done it before. So it's a bit of a risky business, but yeah, the
Would
people
you
that are
guys
doing it.
feel differently if the so like your so like in my example now, I'm now married to somebody else.
Mm,
How do I explain to my husband why I'm mad at Effie?
I'll tell my husband no, because if it's with my ex.
Like doesn't that sound doesn't that
No,
sound
it doesn't
or let's
sound
flip it.
somehow now, because I will now be thinking that Abi Efe was already checking out my ex when I was dating
Yeah,
him,
that's the
or
thing.
No,
they even had something they were doing together.
okay, let's flip it, right? Your husband now tells you that, or like your husband is carrying face in the house, right? You
Mm,
now say, honey, why are you having attitude? He now
hmm.
says, well, my friend Jackson is
Invited
dating,
me for wedding.
My
Hmm,
yeah,
ex-girlfriend.
and he's dating my ex girlfriend, Cindy.
hmm.
As
Wait,
a
wait,
wife, won't
wait,
you be
wait,
like,
wait, wait.
sorry, like, why is this a problem again? Like, why is this a problem? To
No,
the
the
point
problem is
where you're bringing,
a guy will say that is it, don't they have some guys, don't they have code that don't come and be
Exactly.
messing with my babe that I have. Do you understand? It is a
Yeah.
no-go area. So it's like, guy, you've betrayed me in a sense. I believe that is what some of
but
them do.
again, as the wife hearing, okay, how about let me phrase again. Husband
Mm.
came home is carrying face,
Ah.
right?
Mm.
You ask him, honey, Why the
Why you
face?
carry face?
And it's
Eh?
like, well, Jackson is marrying Cindy. Okay,
Mm.
who is
What's
Cindy?
your business?
Cindy is my ex-girlfriend. Like,
Mm.
are you going to be this
No,
rational
the
about it?
question I have,
Like,
the question I me ma will follow him to carry face. If him and Jackson are still close, and Cindy will be
Exactly. That's what I
hovering
wanted to
around the
say.
place, so I have
Exactly.
problem there because why would
Yeah.
Jackson do
I
that
wouldn't
kind of
expect him
thing?
to be. Yeah, I wouldn't expect him to even be friends with the Jackson person. So if you're still friends, that means it's possible
to
that
me,
you're
I
still
would
looking at
not
Cindy.
expect you to be angry of whoever Cindy is marrying. So for me,
No,
I'm carrying my own
no,
face back now
no.
because I
He is
don't.
angry for why Jackson. His own concern is not Cindy. His own concern is why Jackson went to his past and dug up a past babe and married. Do you
I
understand? It's
cannot
not.
separate Cindy from this equation. I
No,
cannot separate it.
me, my own is the fact that Jackson, you're my guy. All of us were chilling, chilling, chilling. Next thing,
Yeah.
I'm realizing that, come on. So, wait, as I was dating Cindy like this, you were checking out her bum bum. Hey! Jackson, like what the hell? Like I get it, but if I'm cool and I'm married, each I'm happily married, it should fizzle away. Do you get what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's the thing. If you're
It should not
married,
be such a big
even after
issue.
some time self, it shouldn't even be like an issue.
Yes,
Like your relationship, your friendship might never be as tight, but you guys will still
yes.
talk. Yeah.
But I just don't feel it's ideal. It's not an ideal
Yeah.
situation to put anybody in, whether like you, the
But
friend, where you're two, it's not an ideal situation, and you should not
Be let.
expect either of them
Yeah.
to be comfortable with it.
this is where I'm struggling, right? So let's say you come and tell me. It's one thing if you bring it up as just to me that babe, hey, me and Jackson are no longer to get as in that because he's marrying
This one. Yeah.
Cindy. It's one
Mm.
thing if me I'm noticing an attitude change. Like that means
Yeah.
it's
That's
affecting
No, it
you
should not
at a
change
deep
you.
level.
yeah. It
You get
Yes,
shouldn't
what I'm
change.
yes.
saying?
Because do you
And I'm
still love
like,
Cindy or what?
exactly, that's where I'm
Yeah.
going to. So it's one thing like if in gist as per couples gist, they're bringing it up to me,
Yes.
right? But if I'm saying that, okay, yeah, you've been moody, you've been,
Yeah. There's a
you're not
Mm.
problem.
eating. And my bro, should you have married Cindy instead of me?
Yes.
Instead,
No,
yeah.
that one is a red flag. It's like,
Yeah.
so
That's a red flag.
that means we're not going to Jackson and Cindy's wedding for nada.
That's
No,
it.
in fact, where are they living so that I'll know how far it is? Because that means that if you see Cindy now, you go off.
As
As
Hey.
in,
in,
No, I
oh.
think it's better to keep X's in the X box. So
that's
Sean,
just
can
it.
I
leave it
just say,
out.
oh, just for future reference, I will not date anybody's ex, except, oh, please just take this.
Tips,
Except
tips,
the person has money. They
Hey,
just
Faye,
know,
Faye, 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 close your
tips,
just,
mouth.
just,
tips.
Haba,
just
we
know.
just
But
finished
please,
talking about Helen Press, how people are disgracing themselves about with money and all that. And you're
FA, I said I
saying
yes,
this.
mind.
I
Faye.
will,
FA, I
I
said
will
I
not.
mind. But I didn't
Actually,
know
I'll
she
be.
know her color. If I'm dating Dangote now tomorrow, now, I know that if the second that I leave him, bam,
Oh yeah, I'll be there.
FA
FA,
Thank
is
you. Yeah.
jumping there.
FA is jumping in.
FA will even call you and say, please, don't put me outside though.
As in, what type of food does he like?
She will
But do
call me
you know
for
what?
notes.
Do you know what? These things actually happen, and some people end up living their life trying to badmouth the couple. Meanwhile, the
Yeah.
couple is living in bliss, oh, but you're living your life in regret, especially when it's a situation where the ex, you
Mm.
don't even have a good relationship going. I think that is where the issue is. Where your
Right.
friend has gone off with your ex and you're just there. You don't have
Fair.
relationship. That
That's
one
Yeah.
single.
can be painful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, ladies, it's been a lovely one.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
So
yeah,
those.
yeah. Toodles.
Bye.